scale to wanting to add value, not only to my lives, but the individuals' lives that we've touched throughout the year that we've been here. So being at the Work Lodge, we've impacted a lot of lives. We do a lot of events. One of our events is called We See Birthdays. How often does someone get invited to a birthday party, right? So if you think about when the last time you invited someone with special needs to a birthday party, right? I'll wait, right? So we created a platform just for that. It's called We See Birthdays. We do it once a quarter. It's absolutely amazing. We partner with iFly, where the guys get a chance to have an amazing experience at iFly. Some guys are in wheelchairs, some guys are autistic, and they get a chance to experience community culture, fun experiences in life, have a social life, because we believe in them, right? And so we see their abilities. That's why it's called We See Abilities. But one of the events we do is called Mr. Wonderful. And Mr. Wonderful is absolutely amazing. It's a pageant designed for special abilities boys to men. And we do this pageant every year in June. And because of the Work Lodge and their generosity, they were our title sponsor for the event. And so with their title sponsorship, we were able to impact the lives of almost 30 individuals that got a chance to do a 2-day weekend experience at the Embassy Suites Hotel in the Woodlands. So thank you, Work Lodge, for allowing us to do that. And through our strategic partnerships with the Work Lodge, we've also got a chance to do a lot of stuff with Samaritan's Feet, where we travel around the world and we provide shoes for kids all over the world. Right now with Samaritan's Feet, we've given away over 7 million brand new pair of shoes around the world. And because of the Work Lodge, yes, that's a huge number. 7 million kids around the world got a brand new pair of shoes because they believe in us and allowed us to have the space so we can meet strategic partners and build relationships in the community. One of the relationships we built was in Dallas because of the Dallas Work Lodge location. I was able to build a relationship using the Work Lodge with Whataburger, who wrote a $30,000 check to Samaritan's Feet so we can do shoes. Yeah. So the benefits of being here and being a part of the Work Lodge is great, and I'm super excited that I got a chance to get that baton. And so with that being said, I'm excited to pass that baton to the next nonprofit that receives it. I'm Mythiker, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Virgil. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do just a quick overview of how the pitches are going to work. But then also I want to first do some quick intros of the actual panel judges that we have, which are all over here to my left. So just kind of running down the line here. So we have Shane over here, who is just an incredible partner with Gabriel Foundation. He actually runs AquaShare, which drills wells for villages in Cambodia. So we're so excited that he's here with us. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, Shane. Awesome. Next online, we have Ed, who is a former EVP of Woodlands Bank, right? Woodforest Bank. Thank you so much. And so just an incredible partner with us with Work Lodge, and we really appreciate just the friendship that we have with Work Lodge and with Gabriel Foundation, of course. Gil being the CEO of the Woodlands Economic Development Fund. So being able to really help all the businesses of the Woodlands being able to just kind of bootstrap up and do those things there. It's a great partnership that he has with Woodlands and then with Work Lodge as well. And of course right there, the Lady Work Lodge herself, Miss Linda Thacker. She's incredible here. She's the heart of it all. So we love Linda around here. She's just incredible here. Co-founder of Work Lodge with her husband Mike, and Mike, who is in the back here, always running things from behind the scenes. So we love Mike here. He's the brainchild of Work Lodge itself, CEO and founder of Work Lodge. And as I know you're going to be heading over to the panel table in just a second, what I really appreciate just of Mike, so you guys know just his heart of this, it's truly about giving back, and that's why we're here, is what Mike wants to do for it. And so just an amazing opportunity to be working for him, and to just having him in my life is just an amazing thing. And as you guys are just being blessed just by being here, it's super amazing, and I love that. So those are some of the panelists there, and how that's working out tonight. As far as the finalists go, so there's going to be, you're going to have 5 minutes to do your pitch, where you have the big screen here to explain everything, how it works there. and then there's going to be question time with the actual panelists. They may ask you a few questions. Usually it's 3 or 4 questions or so on that. And then this year we're actually adding in audience questions. So it's going to be one audience question that our staff is going to be able to walk around, give you the mic to see if there's a question that you may have. And then that's going to be your time. So roughly about, say, 7-8 minutes approximately per finalist. If you guys want to bring the team up or you just have one individual for your panel pitch, that's totally fine. However you guys want to do that, we really, really appreciate it. So if you guys don't know what the order of events are, I have it right here for you. So starting up, so first is going to be Gary J. Lynn Foundation. You guys are going to be first. Yeah, we're super excited about Gary J. Lynn, right? And then after them, it's going to be Project 828. So where you guys are, we're excited that you guys are going to be up right after them. Following them is going to be, let's see, Macy's Miracles. So Macy's Miracles, thank you so much for Macy's Miracles being here. After them, let's see, Hope Beyond Bridges is going to be following them. And don't worry, if you guys forget your spot, I'll do it again, so don't worry about that. After them is going to be Hands of Justice. So we're really excited about Hands of Justice. And then actually after that, then we're going to transition up to our Dallas location for the simulcast up there, where there's going to be Telos Education and then SVP Dallas. So those are the awesome people up there. We're going to actually be able to watch it here from Dallas. So it's going to be really cool. After that, then the judges are going to be able to deliberate and kind of figure out, hash it out. So I think it's a padded room this time because I know there was some fighting words that happened last year, so I'm just kidding. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about that. So first and foremost, let's get Gary Lynn's Foundation come on up here and get ready to go.
Hi, I'm Andrea Lynn. Of course, this is Gary. We started the Gary J. Lynn Foundation in '08. Gary and his 3 older brothers were made to do volunteer work growing up. We still do it today. We're not home Thanksgiving or Christmas. We're at George Brown, helping to feed the homeless, the poor, the needy. So the volunteer work, Gary said, I will never be just a kid in a wheelchair. I'm going to do something good. His biography is over there, and somebody watches over him. Right now, we're working with TIER. We raised $15,000 for cerebral palsy research, and now we're working with TIER Memorial Herman's new neuroscience building for immobile people. Gary will start with his portion, and then I'll do mine.
So I'd like to start out by saying that I've raised and donated $45,000 for TIER Memorial Herman. And my mission is to change lives for mobile people and help them regain some of their mobility and hopefully cut down on the need of wheelchairs in the future. Yeah, as you can see, TIER works with Rice University, University of Houston, and UT Health, and these they help TIER create the robots and come up with the different robotic devices to help people with their arms and their legs. And as you can see down here, this young man is able to get up out of his wheelchair and walk with an assisted robotic device and take some steps out of his wheelchair.
Some of the new, they're amazing, the robotics. that they're using. And the reason, when you hear the cost of these so-called robots, this is why we basically, Gary's thrilled to be called a philanthropist. All we do is raise the money and give 100% of what we raise to TIER. But this is called the EXO. It's for people with strokes, brain injury, they can't move, they can't walk. They put a backpack on them. Then they press a button, they're able to get up and walk. The EXO costs $150,000 just for the backpack and the braces that they put on the legs. This, if they have trouble with your fingers after a stroke, it's called the Hand of Hope. It'll start your fingers moving. You have to press buttons and it'll start moving. The robots retrain the brain. It's constant repetition that retrains the brain to start moving again. The Hand of Hope costs $150,000. This Robo One is $100,000. It's for people who are a little bit mobile after maybe a stroke, an accident. This costs $100,000. Now this, we met a girl who actually was in surgery, to make it quick, for back surgery. The surgeon cut the wrong nerve and paralyzed her hand completely. She couldn't move. We met her at an event. She had a robot on, which costs approximately $400,000 for the whole hand. And it's repetition. You press a button, she can move her hand. And the doctors are very hopeful in a few months, it may take a year, she said, that her hand will go back 100% normal, her fingers, her hand. Without it, there wouldn't be a chance that a hand would ever move again. Up here, this is called the exoskeleton. It's used for children and adults. That costs $450,000. They're put in a suit and they're put on what looks like a treadmill, and they press the button and it's just repetitive motion walking. So that's $450,000. This man had a stroke, he couldn't move. It's called the Rex, where the therapist would put you in a suit, they press the button, it helps you get up, it helps you learn how to turn again, learns how to sit down. That costs $250,000. So this is why we raise money through events, golf tournaments, cook-offs, chili cook-offs, whatever we can think of. We get donations, and everything that we get goes to TIER to help buy the robotic equipment. And the research building is just built on philanthropy and donations. It has nothing to do with Memorial Hermann Hospital and their budget. So every time they need something, they have to go through raising money again to buy new robots. And the head doctor said, can you think, if we can raise so much money, how many more people that could never move would be able to move? So this is where all Gary's money goes to. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for that. Can you explain or talk about how having an office here would really help move forward your fundraising efforts?
I'll let Gary.
Well, I feel like having an office here would set a professional environment, because right now when I meet with people, we have to either go out for lunch or something, because we don't really like bringing people into our home that we don't know very well. So I feel like having an office would give us somewhere to meet outside the home without having any other distractions.
And then, of course, there's networking. When you come in and you start meeting other people, you get new ideas, you get more people on board, just like some people, brand new friends here that we're going to get together with. So the networking is very important. If we had an office, we would put up, make posters of the skeletons, the robots that people can't understand. If we talk on the phone, they have to visualize what we're saying. And like Gary said, if you don't know, people are handing us cards all the time, they're interested. But being that we give all the money away, we don't have the money to pay for an office. And I take care of my house by the time I'm done with my bills. It's just the two of us. So that's what's important to us, the networking, the professionalism of an office.
And now, are there any questions from the audience? Perfect. Here we go.
So Gary, with your future that you see in advocacy, can you just tell me what having an office here would do for you in the future, how you want to go to DC and advocate for those with disabilities?
Gary wanted to state that he's in college, he's Phi Theta Kappa, almost finished with Lone Star, going for political science, to be an advocate for the disabled, and his choices are the U of H or Rice University has already asked him to fill out an application to go there. He does work with the engineering students on robotics. They're even making him an adaptive tennis racket so he could play tennis with his wheelchair.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Great job. All right, so, and something that I forgot to mention is that the lovely Kristen in the back will have signs up saying you have like 2 minutes left, you have 30 seconds left, and then a time's up option there. So you guys did fine, don't worry about the time, everything's good. But just so you know, so that way we can make sure that everyone has a fair amount of time. So next up here, and of course now I forgot who's up next. You guys are up next. All right, great, come on up here. We're so excited for it.
Wow, what an incredible work you're doing, Gary. That's amazing. It's very, very inspiring. My name is Karen Boyd, and I am the founder of Project 828 Foundation. Our mission is to bring light and hope to children in need, and we do that through 2 different programs.
Yes. Hi, I'm Hudson Boyd. I'm a junior in high school at Lake Creek High School, and I'm the co-founder of Play with Purpose Sports, a program under nonprofit Project 828. Basically, our goal at Play with Purpose is to unite young athletes to use their skills and their talents through sports to raise funds and go and be hands-on at events to help orphans, at-risk children, and children with cancer.
Our other program is called Restoration Initiative, and what Restoration Initiative does is we take new and repurposed furnishings and decor, and we go out and create beautiful environments for these children groups. You know, the numbers for children that suffer are staggering, and I think one of the number one emotions that research has said is that they feel hopeless. And feeling hopeless affects their entire life. So in the beginning, when we first were going to do this, we were like, we want to just do something, anything for these children in need. And it made sense to create these beautiful rooms for them because I'm a decorator. But as we did the project, something happened. These children got into our hearts, and when they get into your hearts, it changes your life. So then the purpose became more. We didn't want to just provide for their basic needs. We wanted to help them thrive. We wanted to help them flourish. And we do that with the hands-on events. You know, it's amazing that they just ache for what you and I take for granted, for what you and I just think is a normal little event that we go to. They are so excited, and the light in their eyes just, you can't help but be changed from that. From the beginning, the journey has been amazing. We've got to help people who actually swam out of their homes from Hurricane Harvey, foster care families. We got to be there and help them refurnish their homes and decorate their homes. We help residential treatment centers. Those are treatment centers that house 20 to 50 foster children that are very neglected and abused and just from the worst of situations. Also aging out facilities, and we have one with us tonight that we're helping to furnish, Hearts with Hope. And it's just an amazing, amazing work. And then with Play with Purpose, I'll let him tell you a little bit.
Yes, so basically we have held a lot of events for children with cancer, several different events for them. And then we've done events for foster care children, and we've raised money for foster care children and orphans in 3 different countries. And through the Play with Purpose program, my friends and I have raised nearly $100,000 currently so far through Play with Purpose.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see these young athletes. And that whole mission is twofold. The children that they're raising the funds for need it so much. But I'm going to tell you, our youth here in America need it just as much. They need to be taught to be selfless. And we're just super excited because our community has played such a big part in this. We've partnered with the Rockets, BMW, and Trulux Restaurant here, Bartholet's Home Furnishings, Donna's Home Furnishings, many national companies as well. And I think that's very important because what our needs are is to completely work with these partnerships and expand them. And right now, because we have so many opportunities, we have universities that are calling us. We also have school districts that are wanting to partner with us in events. And we need to strategically plan, and we need to fundraise, and we need to be with other business people that can sow into us and give us wise counsel. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why having a suite here at Work Lodge would be so huge. 2020 is a big year for us. I'll let Hudson tell you about that.
Yes, for Play with Purpose, January 6th, we're starting out our year by launching a basketball camp for foster care children. So we're partnering with the University of St. Thomas. And then in March, we'll be doing a night out with the Rockets, but we'll actually be able to do a day out with the Rockets where we'll be able to take foster care children to the Rockets game. And the special part about it is all the PWP athletes that have raised funds in the past will be able to go on the Toyota Center court and be able to play before the game.
Really, really exciting. And we just want to thank you guys so much for this consideration and just being with these other great organizations.
Karen, are you going to focus, let's go with the Restoration Initiative. Is your focus just Montgomery County, that residents that were impacted by Harvey, or you
No,
spreading
sir.
out?
Our focus is the greater Houston area. There are 25 residential treatment group homes in the greater Houston area. They house 650 foster children. And right now we're strategically looking at their needs. We're getting to know each one of them and seeing what their needs are. They may be interior needs for design. They may be playgrounds for exteriors or sports spaces. And that's where Play with Purpose comes in too, to raise the funds for those things.
Thank you so much. And now it's time for any audience questions. Is there anyone in the audience that had any questions that you guys would like to ask? Yes. All right, Tim, right in the back there.
Do you have a favorite story from your organization that you were talking about? The story?
Well, let me just give you like a brief story of how we started it. Like, basically we went to Africa, and we were in Zambia, and we were just so blessed to be there because we were just on a trip enjoying all the tropical paradise and stuff. But when we got there, we saw all the poverty and all the people without families and all the kids suffering on the streets, having to walk 6 miles to school, all the diseases that they can't get vaccines for. And that really just put a burden in our hearts, like how blessed we are, what we take for granted. And so when we came back here, we wanted to truly make a difference. And I was just at a basketball tournament one day, and I didn't play very well. And my mom just told me, if you do this for yourself, if you play basketball for yourself, you're never going to get anywhere in life. And that's basically how Play with Purpose was formed and restored.
Thank you so much. That was great. I really, really appreciate you guys. That's fantastic. So I wanted to do a quick pause and just say thank you so much to Compassion United. So Compassion United is another one of our partner nonprofits that we partner with Gabriel Foundation. And Luke is here tonight, the CEO of Compassion United. We really appreciate him and just the incredible work that they do, reaching out and helping the homeless and helping so many people in Montgomery County. They're doing an amazing thing. If you've ever heard of Miracle City, if you haven't, Google it. It is amazing, the things that they're doing up in Conroe. It's just a phenomenal thing that they're able to be a part of, and we're so excited as being Work Lodge, being able to be a part of that as well. So Luke, I just want to say thank you for that. And as well, if you guys are taking pictures tonight and you're posting anything, we'd always love to use the hashtag Work Lodge. If you guys happen to be hashtagging things, you guys are getting ready here. Macy's Miracles, right? You guys are getting ready for that. So come on up here. We're getting ready. That's great. And anyways, thank you so much.
Stand there, look pretty.
How are we doing, everybody? So while we set up, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Haley Ahart Keeper. I am the founder, or should I say co-founder, Macy, why don't you come up here with us, of Macy's Miracles. I see. We're very fortunate and blessed. We have a number of our Macy's Miracles ambassadors here today, so thank you guys. We are a grassroots nonprofit, and while we are grassroots, we have the blessing of having our footprint known in 23 different countries, making a difference in elevating, empowering, employing, and educating those within the special needs population, as well as our disabled veterans. We also want to focus on coming in and being able to provide them with an opportunity of mentorship with Fortune 500 companies, tech companies, and also into the entertainment industry. So within this, I would like to introduce one of our global brand ambassadors and also my executive director of Macy's Miracles, as well as, Macy, say hi. Hi. So next to me is the Miss Beautiful Julie Coy. She is the author and also one of our #1 mentors, as well as our executive director for Macy's Miracles and mother of Grant Meunier. Grant is our global brand ambassador for Macy's Miracles, international artist, as well as illustrator and co-author of Jigsaw Grant, which is one of our programs. So I will let Julie talk for a second.
Well, you said it all. So I'm Julie Coy, the executive director of Macy's Miracles, and I know when we have our office, I'm going to be twice, not just busy as ever. I'm busy now with Grant. I'm going to be so busy with Macy's Miracles. This is my son, Grant Meunier. He's the eco-artist, and he is Macy's Miracles' first business associate. If you've heard about Grant or read about Grant in magazines, newspapers, you will also know that Grant has autism. There you go. He has autism. If you read just a little bit more, you'll find out I'm his mom. But Haley already told you that. I am his mom. Grant and I have traveled all over the state of Texas teaching environmental responsibility because he's the eco-artist, and we raise the awareness of special needs talents. Grant is more. As Haley said, he's an author, he's an illustrator. He illustrated all the upcoming books of Grant the Jigsaw Giraffe, Different is More, and his friends. We're actually writing books about people we know, and Macy's one of them. So, and that is what we are doing. Grant, you want to tell them a little bit about your business?
Of course. Okay. Sorry. Hello, everyone. First, I just want to say thank you for inviting us here tonight. It's an honor. As you heard, my name is Grant Monnier, and I am an eco-artist. Now, you might be wondering, what's an eco-artist? Well, an eco-artist can mean a variety of things, but for me, I use recycled paper materials to create my beautiful eco-art masterpieces. This is one of them right now. This is called the End of Summer Sunflowers, inspired after Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers, but with my own little twist. I do not work with paint. I work with recycled paper. Paper such as magazines, calendars, wallpaper, posters, and especially puzzles. And I create over 100 eco art originals.
That's right. And we have been working with Macy's Miracles for the last 3 years. They have sponsored our shows, our books, and even that giraffe right over there, who just came out 6 months ago. So that is Grant the Jigsaw Giraffe. After our books, Grant has been featured, my Grant has been featured on television all over the state of Texas, magazines, newspapers, radio, and he's a social media influencer. And, he also has created, like I said, over 100 pieces of recycled materials. Grant has raised $250,000 for special needs organizations and for first responders. He even helped J.J. Watt. Thank you.
So one of the key other points that I did not include on, but thank you. So Macy's Miracles is 100% nonprofit, sponsorship driven. We donate 100% of those profits back into the lives of our special needs population. And thank you. Sorry, 1 minute. But within that, we create that by sponsoring their legal fees, sponsoring their office space, sponsoring and taking our network and creating that into a net worth for them, getting them in front of the economic developments, getting them in front of legislation, getting them in front of any of the banking institutions and showing them how to create performas, how to build sales pitch, how to literally create a marketing deck, an elevator pitch, how to manage their finances, all the way through from having major Fortune 500 and 1500 mentorships coming in and guiding them along the way.
$5.
Can you say she is the Will and Diller out of the family?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Haley, how do you identify your clients or those that you're trying to help? You have such a broad opportunity, if you will, for those clients. How do you identify those that need help and then go from there?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have generated partnerships, one being Night of Superstars, which is our partnering nonprofit for Macy's Miracles. And we have other organizations that come in and bring the individuals that show the desire to want to be an entrepreneur. Not every single one of our Macy's Miracles ambassadors have that entrepreneurial spirit, but they want the independence for employability. As far as the entrepreneurs, I can tell you personally, I have mentored 23, and out of those 23, we've been able to start 7 businesses, whether it's nonprofit or for-profit, and a few of them actually are in here today. And so through that, it has been through communities and networks, and this is why having an office space at Work Lodge would be so instrumental, because we are grassroots. Everything we do is community-centric. So having an office space where we can do interviews, teach them interviews, help them show the functionality and the importance of networking and office spaces, it would include them that ability for total inclusive workforce spaces.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Anyone from the audience? Does anyone from the audience have any questions for? Oh.
I want to say one thing, just one more thing. So not only can Grant bring beautiful art to hang in our office, Grant will bring in lots of media attention.
Oh, very nice. Well, I appreciate that. So any other questions that we have from the audience that want to bring up right now? Tim, go right ahead.
So would you consider yourself like an incubator and accelerator, but on the social side?
I would consider that 100%. We are very much very much like a Johnson & Johnson J Labs. So on our mentor and entrepreneurial side, we focus very much as an incubator.
So if I invest inside of you and I give you money, that ultimately has a compound effect because you're also working with incentives for individuals underneath you to be able to grow that. Am I correct?
100%. And the one benefit if you decided to do something like that, since we are a 501c3, it gives you that capability of having that tax deduction, but also knowing that you are investing into the lives and also the businesses of those that are with the disabilities as well as the disabled veterans. So absolutely.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That is a really cool piece of art.
Thank you.
So right now, as we're getting ready for Hope Beyond Bridges to come up and do their presentation, as you guys, I know you need to get up on some slides. No slides. All right, even easier. All right, perfect. So as we're getting ready now, just a quick reminder: the auction table is over there. So if you guys want to kind of pop over there in between the transitions to see some of the items, that'd be fantastic. There you go. Thank you.
So good evening. My name is Dave Droll, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Hope Beyond Bridges. I started Hope Beyond Bridges in 2008 because God placed a calling on my heart to reach out and serve the forgotten, the marginalized, and the often ignored homeless individuals in the greater Houston area. Whew. Got that one out. So, sorry, I get emotional, so I have my notes that I can refer back to. So, by God's grace, we have served our homeless friends on the streets of Houston for the past 11 years. And in fact, this past Saturday, we celebrated our 568th consecutive Saturday serving along 45 North. Our mission is to restore hope to the homeless by meeting their spiritual, physical, and emotional needs, because a bridge is not a home. There is an epidemic of homelessness fueled by traumatized individuals who, absent community, family, and spiritual support, turn to drugs and alcohol to numb the pain of their past. Despite what most people believe, the homeless are not lazy, crazy, or mentally ill. They suffered complex repetitive trauma from a very early age, which wired their brain contrary to God's design. We believe that our weekly outreach and feeding is not about enabling the homeless, but rather allows us to build relationships, to establish trust, to hear their stories, and to learn their name. And there is incredible power in a name. They don't care what we know until they know we care. Our ministry model involves partnering with local churches who provide the food and supplies. They provide the commercial kitchen required for food preparation for the homeless, as well as the volunteers to go out and serve the food. And so each week we prepare a hot, nutritious meal, and we will give them water and Dr. Pepper. That's another side story. Hit me up after. And as well as encouragement and prayer. In addition to our weekly outreach, God has given us a vision, and we're currently in the process of developing a Hope Recovery Center. The name is subject to change. But again, it will focus on bringing traumatized homeless individuals off the streets. When doing our due diligence in effort to avoid duplicating services, and I look at Luke because Luke was part of my due diligence whenever we started back in 2008, we discovered that there was a significant need for the homeless population from 610, outside the 610 loop, to the suburbs. And so that is where we have focused our efforts. One of our long-term goals is to launch outreach circumferentially around Houston. Currently, we serve kind of the northwest corridor along 45, 249, 290, and 1960. The impact of Hope Beyond Bridges, restoring hope to the homeless over the years, again, by God's grace, has been more than 70 individuals choosing to seek treatment for their addictions and ultimately finding a path off the streets. As an organization, our biggest need currently is blankets. As you can imagine, with this weather that's come up, blankets are very needed. We give out about 3,500 blankets between October and March every year. We are a donor-funded organization supported primarily by the churches, individuals, and businesses. We are ECFA accredited, and we are great stewards of our finances. Recently, we have discovered a potential revenue stream as we have started selling the hygiene kits that we build to other organizations. We anticipate our 2020 budget to be around $300,000 and includes adding 2 new routes to our weekly outreach program, training and curriculum development, and potentially completing phase 1 of our recovery center. After 11 years of operating Hope Beyond Bridges from my home office, it would truly be a blessing to have the opportunity to work in a real professional office environment. The ability to meet clients in an office versus, local restaurants or the coffee shop or cafe at one of our business partners would be transformational for us. Not to mention, save me some money and I might lose a little weight. Our missional focus, productivity, and creativity would soar. Little things like access to a boardroom for potential and a waiting room where guests can wait in comfort all speak volumes to the potential business partners, the legitimacy of Hope Beyond Bridges and the work we do within our community. So one last thing, I would like to thank my wife, Mackenzie, for her love and support through the years. Thank you, Work Lodge, for this incredible opportunity to pitch our nonprofit to the community and to the judges. Your decision will not be an easy one, so I'll say this. Hope Beyond Bridges exists to restore hope to the homeless because a bridge is not a home. Thank y'all.
Dave, tell us about 2020. What are your plans for next year?
So our biggest focus next year is going to be, again, we're always looking to increase our church partnerships, to expand our weekly outreach ministry. We've got 3 churches that have come on board along the 290 area. So we were in 290 for several years. We shut it down because of all the construction, because the homeless kind of disappeared. And now that 290's opened back up, we're starting to reestablish relationships there. And then we have some churches that have contacted us and we've been talking with along 59 as well. But I think the major focus for 2020 is going to be launching into this recovery center and kind of the research and development, preparing for curriculum development and kind of what it's going to look like.
All right, thank you so much. Do we have any? We have some audience questions.
What is the percentage of those that are homeless that are veterans? And within that, is there any capabilities for a partnership or relationship with other nonprofits that focus on veteran rehabilitation?
So the statistic out there says 10% of the homeless are veterans. What we encounter is lower than that. We do, so one of the things that we focus on is being a bridge or a connector. So we work with organizations like Hamp Hope, the PTSD Foundation, and have different places like that we can connect them to. We've helped them get down to the VA to get signed up for benefits and different things like that. So we do focus on connecting those types of individuals where it makes sense to do so. Sure.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, sure.
Gary is the Red Rowdy with the Rockets. We just had a meeting.
Uh-huh.
And for the holidays, we were talking about doing a blanket drive for the homeless. A couple of years ago, we did it. We brought them to the Star of Hope. They didn't want them. They said they had more than enough. So how many do you need? And how would I get in touch with you if this goes through when we do the blanket drive?
Here's my card. Sure. And I mean, we can literally use as many as you can get. Like I said, our shelves right now are pretty slim, and we'll go through a lot over the year. We have the ability to store them too if we need it. So
Okay, the Star of Hope.
absolutely.
No blankets.
Yeah,
no
we do.
blankets. And I just have one more quick question.
Sure.
In taking the veterans, because what we do also encounters the wounded veterans, the immobile veterans, to take them, being that they're homeless, and my family's all military, I have a son in the Army now, how do you transport them to take them where they need to go for the help that they're seeking? If they're on the street, how are they picked up? Would you bring them back to where they are on the street? What's that situation?
So we have ministry vehicles, ministry trucks that we use, and so that's what we use on Saturdays to go out and serve. So a lot of what I would do during the week is I follow up with the homeless out on the streets. So we're taking notes of like who wants to get off the street, who needs help with an ID, who needs help with this, that, and another, and I follow up with them, and I would be the one that would be taking them down to the VA or to Open Door Mission or whatever resource we can find that would best suit their needs.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow, just incredible. So Hands of Justice is coming up now. We can get you set up in there as you're getting ready there, and as we're getting prepared for that. Yeah, absolutely. So some quick thank yous here that as we're going, just want to give a big shout out to Food Glorious Food, providing all the food tonight, and how amazing they are, right? Just such good food. And I'm really, I'm really excited by that food. It's awesome. And then also Megaton Brewery, doing some great drinks over there. I'm sure they're delicious. I don't know yet. I'm still working, so I'm not sure. But I'm sure there are. If you haven't had a taste, I'm sure it's going to be amazing over there. And just another thing, just kind of on a personal note, just how amazing is it that we're going to figure out the TV right now. Kristen's going to figure that out with the TV. I just want to say just how amazing is it that the nonprofits here, though, yes, you guys are competing, you still want to help each other out, and just how beautiful that was just to see that, hey, you know what, I know I can help you. I have a resource for this. I have a resource for that. And just so cool that that's what it is. So just really, really cool. I just love to see that.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Rebecca Carey, and I am the founder of an anti-trafficking nonprofit organization here in Montgomery County called Hands of Justice. I just wanted to take a moment and tell you a little bit about how we got started. So I am a survivor of domestic sex trafficking. My trafficker took more than just 2 years of my life. He took the following 14 years after my rescue as well, because 18 years ago, even though there was a problem with human trafficking, the term did not exist. And so I continued to believe what had happened to me was my fault. From there, I did learn about human trafficking years later, and actually what I learned really angered me. I was just very upset that this was happening to millions of people and hardly anybody was talking about it. But that anger turned into a drive to do something. And so I registered and was accepted into a program in Pattaya, Thailand, which is the #1 city in the world for human trafficking, and spent time there working with the survivors as young as 7 years old. But I knew that my calling was to come back to Texas and start a nonprofit here. And that's how 2.5 years ago I was able to do that by starting Hands of Justice. So what is Hands of Justice and what do we do? Again, we are a 501c3 nonprofit anti-trafficking corporation here in Montgomery County, but we focus on empowering people through awareness, outreach, survivor scholarships, and survivor support groups. So our main objective really is to educate the community about what human trafficking is, what it isn't, how it happens, who it happens to. I do that a lot by going out and speaking at churches and youth groups and schools. I've also spoken for the governor's office. We just do a lot of collaborating and trying to get the word out there. We also have training seminars and educational seminars once a month, sometimes twice, just to allow the community to come in and get educated. We also focus on outreach. This allows us to partner with other anti-trafficking nonprofits all over Houston, all over Montgomery County, and other counties as well. We partner with global, national, and local organizations in order to allow people to go out in the community and make a difference. So January of 2019, we started our our survivor programs, which happens to be with our survivor scholarships. we want people to understand that survivors a lot of times do not finish high school, so we do give them scholarships to allow them to get their GED, to go to vocational training, or to go to college. And these scholarships are anywhere from $100 to $1,500 per semester, depending on the need. We've given out quite a few scholarships in the last year, and it's growing every year. So we have limited it now to Texas only because it's gotten so big. As of January of 2020, we are going to be partnering with Shield Bearer Counseling Centers to open up support groups for survivors, and they really need a community where they can go and sit with like-minded people and get the support to continue in healing process. How are we changing lives? I ask myself this question every day, how are we making a difference? And the answer is yes, because education is vital in the fight against human trafficking, but it is also a huge lifeline to those that are trying to change their lives. So we not only focus on the ones that we can help, but because we partner with so many other organizations, we actually are reaching a population that we normally could not help by sending them over to them. Some of the needs, we always need funding. I think every nonprofit here needs funding. When we do have awareness programs or fundraising programs to keep our scholarship funds full, but we need everything to be funded. So we do need volunteers all the time, and we're always looking for a safe place to have these support groups. So our goal and our impact for 2020 really looks a lot like where we are already. We have grown so much in the last year. And so really in 2020, we're wanting to continue on doing what we're already doing, but just have a wider impact if possible. We're already into talks of spreading, if the support groups go well, to the Conroe and Kingwood area. And then we are trying to get our awareness and educational programs into the local colleges here. So Sam Houston is also in the works. So an office for Hands of Justice actually would be a huge game changer for us, because right now we are meeting at volunteer homes in my home church, which has been wonderful, but they are a large church and they're busy, and because we have grown so much, they're not always available when we need them. So just having a place to have our meetings and our seminars and our trainings and possibly our support group would just be, it would allow us to have the resources and the time to focus on the areas that we really need to focus on. So I just want to thank you for this opportunity, and hopefully, however it turns out, it is an advantage that we could get the word out about us. So thank you.
Thank you for what you're doing. My name's Shane. I run AquaShare. We build freshwater wells in Cambodia. And I'm very familiar with the sex trafficking in Southeast Asia. Thank you for your help over in Thailand. But when I first started doing my work, people had heard about sex trafficking in Southeast Asia, but they thought it doesn't happen in the United States. And I love your point about how they kind of tricked you into thinking what happened to you was your fault. Can you talk a little bit about the numbers of the people that happens to in the United States? And I love how you're helping them, besides just rescuing them, giving them a chance at a better opportunity. Can you talk a little bit about
I can tell you the numbers in the United States are a lot larger than people think they are. They kind of vary from organization to organization how many, but I can tell you that there are 300,000 children being trafficked in the United States, and 25% of that are children in Texas that are being trafficked. I can tell you that 2 million children are trafficked every year. I can tell you the numbers worldwide are anywhere from 20.8 to 45.8 million men, women, and children. Yeah, it is actually. It's a large discrepancy there, but they are leaning more towards the 40.5 million. Yeah.
Are you involved in the actual rescue, or how do you find the survivors?
We are not with the rescue. We do believe as an organization, and actually a lot of organizations, unless you are a special task force or an organization that has been trained in rescue, that you should not be doing that. It puts them in danger as well as yourself. But because we do partner with so many other anti-trafficking nonprofits, they send us the ones that need the scholarships and the ones that will be in our support groups. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, questions from the audience.
So I actually don't have a question. I have a comment. I want to tell you what you got through, what you overcame. Congratulations for figuring out how to do the hardest thing, and that was standing when standing alone was impossible. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I have a question, with the human trafficking, are the girls lured by social media? Can they just be swept off the street like a kidnapping?
Yeah. Good question. A lot of people, when they think of trafficking in general, they're thinking about what they see on the news, and the news portrays that it is young white girls that are being snatched up off the streets and locked in basements. That is not the case. That's about 2% of all those people that I just told you about. About 2% includes kidnapping. The majority of cases nowadays has to do with they're being tricked or they're being blackmailed into it, and a lot of teenagers are being lured on social media.
I have 3 older boys, and it must be about 8 years ago. Their friend, young girl, went in to get her paycheck. She worked at Burger King after school, in Spring High School. That was the last anyone ever saw of her. And the police for about 2 years were looking, and they actually stopped looking. And now when I listen to you, I start thinking, did they grab her? Is she
Yeah, I mean, it
overseas
happens,
somewhere?
unfortunately. But again, just don't think about kidnapping so much when you think of sex trafficking, because it's not, that's just the lower spectrum of how it happens.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Is there, sure.
What are some of the ways that the victims are being recruited? Like, is it teachers, is it friends? And about how quickly does it take somebody to recruit or start to traffic a victim?
The number one way that somebody is recruited is social media. I do believe that they report that anybody under the age of 10, I think it's like 75% are being trafficked by people that they know or parents. So it's a familiar trafficking is what it's called, but the number one means of being lured right now is social media. So you need to kind of watch what's going on with your kids and things like that. So to answer your question. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And now we're going to be transitioning up to our Dallas location, which is super exciting. You got it? No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. So we're going to be transitioning up to our Dallas location. And so as our awesome team is going to be taking care of this, just some more thank yous that we have going. Oh, she just dropped it on the floor. There you go. So I want to thank you, especially in this perfect transition here. I want to thank you for Up Social and their awesome capabilities of getting us streaming now from Dallas up down here. It's amazing. So we're super excited about that. And that's pretty delayed. It's weird watching myself on there as that's happening. But I know they're getting ready to do their pitches over there. So there's going to be two different organizations up in Dallas. So we're really excited about that. Let's also see if
present to you like Telus Education. My name is Parsi Donovan. I am director, and this is our branded series, Adulting 1101. So we're excited to show you our vision of me as my parents. New world. They're honest, fun-loving people that did their best to prepare me for life's challenges. They taught me many valuable lessons, things like the golden rule, what foods to eat, how to raise a family, and pursue a living. Now, my formal education was pretty standard. I graduated from a state school 3 times with standard curriculum. I was taught a hodgepodge of generic information that I couldn't recite back if my life depended on it, but I was ready to take life by the horns. So, what happened next? Did my parents' limited life exposure and education prepare me for today's world? A world with much different challenges. For instance, connecting in interviews, how to manage a growing workload, properly navigating a meeting, challenges like in-depth social interactions, growing health concerns, shopping habits, managing debt, how to handle stressful environments, living in a social media world.
We're going to restart.
Renaissance. Technology has bestowed us with piles and piles of information for us to utilize as we see fit, if we know how to find it. We are trending toward a world where the value of hard skills or technical skills are diminishing as we are understanding a balance is what is required to thrive. If you want to learn a skill these days, there are literally thousands of people willing to train you online for peanuts. Well, likes. Actually, if we can add some value to you today, MIT OpenCourseWare has many courses posted up for free online.
This is all great, but why do we need adult in 1101?
Great question. I believe it's safe to say that it requires more than a deep knowledge base to achieve one's ideal life. It takes the right set of skills. Also, there are far too many antiquated systems and beliefs that are limiting our generation's potential to thrive. Does it make sense to choose a leader based on rehearsed questions and answer delivery? Perhaps formulating on-the-job scenarios and requesting prepared solutions would make more sense. Could you imagine selecting your partner based on an interview? Now go get 'em, Tiger. Now, companies are catching wind and implementing personality and software questionnaires as part of their pre-selection process, which is how our curriculum can help you thrive. Moving on to the short version of skill set evolution because of time, you can see here hard skills relevant in each modern age have changed a bit, but guess what carries over from decade to decade? Those sweet soft skills. This is the very definition of applicable skills, like problem solving, execution, negotiation, communication, and business sense. These skills aren't properly being widely taught, and I believe this can be formalized along with an onslaught of relevant skills in order to arm ourselves with useful abilities, including how to best enjoy life. Now, who doesn't enjoy a good top 5 list as we approach the end of the year? Forbes magazine lists the top 5 job skills for 2020 and beyond are 1. Emotional intelligence, 2. Creativity, 3. Flexibility and adaptability, 4. Data literacy, and 5. Tech savviness. So allow me to help tie this all together. Our mission is to unlock the limiting beliefs of our students so that they obtain relevant skill sets, allowing them to open any door of opportunity they can imagine in every facet of their lives. We want to build a community of learners as well as contributors, prioritizing culture, progress, and fulfillment. And thanks to our lovely model, Miriam, we like to display an array of classes in our curriculum. The information is sourced through proven models, books, concepts, and experts in their respective fields. We also understand that quality content needs to be entertaining, easily accessible, and relatable by today's standards. So it's important we build the right partnerships, improve in our content abilities, and listen to our community. We believe it all starts at Work Lodge. This community allows us to operate in a space that is well connected and allows us to efficiently utilize the limited resources we have coming in the short term. The goal is to build a quality following that will spread these teaching alongside us and eventually become adopted in the educational system. Our next steps for the 2020 year is to continue creating quality content that our students enjoy, creating valued partnerships, and growing our outreach. Thank you so very much for watching, my adult friends. Awesome. So, for those of you that didn't catch the introduction, my name is Arthur Donovan.
So we're going to try to see if we can get the intro back here. I'm not sure if we can, but Judges, if you had any questions for that, we can send them over to them so we can get those going. There's no way of.
Hey, so for you guys here, we have something you don't have, which is a brief explanation of what they do. So if I just read that out to you guys, because obviously the audio wasn't perfect there.
We are still reaching out to schools and start locally.
Never mind.
Actually, a lot of co-oping spaces have people that are working independently that either could use just some insight on how to progress their business or how to kind of work out things in their own head or their own space. But we're open to working with anyone that's like-minded and willing to progress and to talk about their challenges. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, great. So we lost the feed out in Houston. So if you can go on ahead and go over the judge's question, which was, what does 2020 hold for you guys for the TELUS education?
Sure. Yeah. Just to reiterate, we are focusing on content creation, building out our content library so our students can have access to tools and ideas and concepts that will help them progress to that next level wherever they need that help. And additional to that, we are trying to align strategic alliances with partners that either have a workforce or have areas of need that will align with what we're trying to teach in our teachings and through our curriculum and our content. It's our biggest focus, yeah.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're good. Well, thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Right on. All right, and our next contestant coming up. Oh, okay. We have one more question for TELUS.
I'm back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's back. Here he is.
So we'd like to know how many people are you helping right now?
So we started this about 60 days ago. So still trying to get off the ground. We've got about 4 resources of videos, just content. We're just really grinding it out, trying to get an ear out for what people need. We've got obstacles that we've overcome that we're looking at, and books that we've read that we're just trying to disseminate the information properly. So it's really hard to tell right now, but we're trying to build out the YouTube channel. We're trying to build out the following online, and just trying to get smart in everything so we can help you guys, get smart at whatever you guys want to get smart at. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Good?
So
Yeah.
awesome. Great. Oh, one more question. Awesome. Y'all are so patient.
How do you get your funding?
Right now we're just self-funded, so it's working for now, and we're just gonna try to keep building and try to keep starting an outreach and partner up with whoever we can to kind of grow this thing. Yeah.
All right. Any other questions, you guys? Michelle, this to you. Do people have to pay to use your courses?
No, not yet. No. So far everything's free. Everything's free until we come up with some sort of strategy that, if it makes sense to me in a personal environment, to kind of have something in a workspace to have people to come in and maybe work on something more business aligned or something that would that may work better for our strategy, maybe at one point. But right now everything's free. Everything's self-funded.
I think they're like listening to your responses.
Oh.
I'm waiting. Thank you for working with us in this delay.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Well, next up is SVG. SVP, excuse me. SVP. Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so Paul's going to be doing my slides, and I'm going to try to look at him, and then I'll also say next slide if needed, right?
Great.
Hi in Houston. I wasn't expecting to be on TV, but great to see you. Hi, my name is Prisma Garcia, and I'm the Director of Capacity Building at Social Venture Partners Dallas. Thank you for being here with us tonight. SVP Dallas is a group of engaged philanthropists who do pro bono consulting for social impact organizations in our city. Next slide. Now, how many of you have heard of the show Shark Tank, seen Shark Tank? That's great because you've made my night a lot easier. So SVP Dallas, next slide, is what is very similar to Shark Tank, and Shark Tank does for entrepreneurs what Social Venture Partners does for social impact organizations. And here we have our CEO, Tony Fleo, with his shark friends, including the baby shark he met this weekend. We help organizations build their models to have the most impact in the community. Next slide. So why did it start? So SVP started 20 years ago. We're a 20-year-old startup. We started with the conversation that our founder Bob Wright had with Mary Jo Lanek at the Dallas Foundation, and we had conversations about how we can move from this charity mindset to social justice, and also how we can improve the performance of organizations within our city. And so we're actually part of a larger group, SVP International, which has about 40 or more, actually, affiliates across the globe. Next slide. But we're addressing larger problems. We're addressing systems. We're addressing root cause. And we work with organizations that are doing that all across our city. So one example of a problem, and it's huge, 1 in 3 children in Dallas are living in poverty. And so SVP partners with organizations so that we can address some of these large challenges. Next slide. An example is Readers to Leaders. So with Readers to Leaders, we've done pro bono consulting with them for several years. And I can tell you, as a student and a person growing up in a zip code very similar to 75212, nothing teaches you to be a better adult than growing up in a tough situation where you have to continue to be resilient. And so West Dallas, it's predominantly Hispanic now. 65% of the students that enter freshman year in high school, they don't graduate. Also, if you live in West Dallas, you're twice as likely to become a teen parent. Next slide. But why reading? Why are we focused? I just told you we're solving these big with an organization that does that. Do strategic planning and board training.
Here, sorry, yeah, we have a little issue with that. So maybe we can go back a slide or two. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys so much.
I can share more statistics.
The one to the right, the next one? Oh, next one to the right. All right, we are back. Awesome.
Oh, so continue to see, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, where was it? So in West Dallas, if you know, there are children that are struggling with reading. If you cannot read on level by 3rd grade, you're more likely to go to prison. I mean, it's that simple. And you're likely going to be on welfare, which is a cost to our society. And so that's why it's so important to work with organizations doing this hard work. Next slide. So with our SVP partners, we've been able to do strategic planning and board training. We spent several years there working with the executive director, who's actually up for a Director of the Year tonight. And we've been able to grow their capacity, but also their funding. And also establish, we've given them some seed funding for their coaching program, which will train other professionals across our city to teach other students how to read. Next slide. And this is only one organization. We have so many organizations. These are all organizations we've worked with in the last year and a half. And so we, at SVP, we magnify impact and funding. And so we're able to do that through our partners. Next slide. SVP Dallas amplifies the impact, and we do good better. And having an office space, a co-working office space, would give us the ability to have a hub more centrally located so that we could serve more organizations across our city addressing the city's largest problems. We would continue in 2020 to facilitate conversations with the City of Dallas, which we had started conversations at Big Bang 2019. And then we're also looking to train more young philanthropists through our Dana Druid residency, as well as shift the mindset of corporate social responsibility through our Partner and Prosper program. And so we do good better, and thank you so much. Questions?
Could you tell us how many partners make up social venture partners here in Dallas who are doing the pro bono consulting in our community?
So we have almost 200 partners, and that also includes our residents. So our residents are under 30 professionals who are in training, right, to be philanthropists.
Any more questions in the audience here?
How did this start?
So we are part of a group called SVP International. We are one of the affiliates, and it started through these conversations of the necessity of providing capacity building for nonprofit organizations, and now we've really expanded into social enterprises as well. Yes.
Who would reach out to you for help? Would it be the parents, the kids that are struggling, or schools themselves?
It would be the organizations, it could be the schools. I had several logos up there. Some of them are county programs, others, including our own City of Dallas. Our strengths are in numbers and convening those in different sectors.
That isn't limited to nonprofits. That's any group or organization that has some sort of
social impact. Correct.
All right, the judges have no questions, so that's it. Thanks so much.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you, thank you. All right, now we're going to be, I think, cutting back to us here, which is good. And again, thank you so much to Up Social for that awesome simulcast there. We really appreciate you guys. And then also Creator House Media for videoing tonight. They're just doing some of the amazing work around here. And also, too, for the two door prizes that we're going to be raffling off tonight. KSBJ put a basket together for us, which is awesome. So if you want some raffle tickets, we can get so soon, right? Yeah, love KSBJ. Actually wearing their socks today, so they're really cool. And also, they're super comfortable. And then Majestic Blue Adventures is the other one that has the basket there. So, so really, really cool. We're going to let the judges go and start deliberating now. So we're really excited for that. So I'm going to say, 17 minutes. 17 minutes. So, yes, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So judges are off. They're doing their thing. And so they'll be back at 8 to let us know about the winners. So one for Dallas, one for here. And so for the raffle, you guys should have gotten a raffle ticket when you came in when you signed in to come in the space. If you didn't, we can make sure that you're signed in. We can do that. The other way to do it is by leaving us a review. So if you go to Facebook or to Google or to Yelp and you want to leave us a review, then you'll get another raffle ticket there. So by all means, go do that and just show any one of our team members, the Love the Shane or Kristen there. We can get those tickets out to you as we're getting those going. So again, we really appreciate it. Oh, this is one of the fun baskets. That's a cool globe. Oh man, I really like that. We will get that, absolutely. And then the basket here from KSBJ, very, very cool. We need some more? Awesome, I love it. So these are some of the really, really cool things that are here. And then as well, as you guys are looking at the silent auction items that are over there, we've got some incredible things, signed jerseys from J.J. Watt and Hopkins and, oh man, Springer and Alvarez. Oh, a signed bat. Yeah, and just give us back that ticket there. We'd really appreciate it. And there is still food. If you guys want some food, please, by all means, go grab that. Oh, whoops. There we go. A review? Yeah, so you can go to Google or you can go to Yelp or Facebook and just leave a review for Work Lodge there, and then we'll get you another ticket. Yeah. Yeah, there are some really cool things over on that silent auction bit there. LSU stuff, meh, the Texas stuff is pretty good. Saint stuff, always fun. See, Luke, we got to get you here next time, right? just walk back there. They'll let you in. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. They just tried out new bags. I know, that's what I thought. And he said, I feel like I'm hibernate during the winter, you know. I know. Well, and you know, that's the thing about yes, that's right. That's right. That's
I mean, I'm sure they have, you know, this, that, detailed out. We're saying how hard they're trying to teach. That just stresses me but I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm not a big window, like, open air.
Okay, I love windows in the library. I'm happy with my library. I open the door.
Oh, did you see? See, if you come to my house, I have everything's real closed in, and it drives my husband crazy. I'm not. Yeah, and see, that's how he is.
Yeah.
And I'm not so much like that. And again, as I get older, it's even more so. So probably by the time I get older than this, I'm gonna have like no light coming in. Yeah. I mean, when my mom comes to visit, she's like, open some windows, or not windows, but open your blinds. I'm like, I'm not that way. So this many windows would make me nervous.
All right, so we're about to do our door prize raffle giveaway now. But so if you guys still want some last minute tickets, just show us that review that you put on Google or Facebook or Yelp, and we'll get you some more tickets there so we can get you in. Yes, ma'am.
It feels so great right now. It feels so
We will do both, just in case. Make sure your name's on the ticket, but then also we'll put the number on there. If I can't read your handwriting, then it's going to be the number. What's up, man?
It's different.
The ceiling is up. Same with the lights, air conditioning, the sky, rain. There was a little bit of snow today. Did you see that? It was crazy. Seriously. Just a little bit. It was like melted by the time it almost hit the ground and melted. But it was there. I saw it. Here. Like in Houston. Well, I was at Work Lodge all day, so I was at Work Lodge.
Here they had
The snow. It's going to be crazy. I know.
another snowfall.
That's right. I think we're ready. Are we ready? Anybody else got any last tickets that they want to put in there? Have we got it all in? Okay, I think we have. So first one we're going to draw for is going to be this awesome majestic blue adventure thing here with the globe. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about this. Oh, let's see what we got here. We have I cannot read the name, so we're going to oh, you got it.
Last name Howard? Yes, that was me.
Bam, there you go. Winner, winner. I love it. Here you go. And now you have. Congratulations. I love it. That's super exciting. All right. Next up, we have this awesome KSBJ basket here with all kinds of fun goodies of, I don't even know all the stuff. It's awesome. Ooh, there's some socks in there. Okay, the socks are super comfortable. I just got to talk about them again because I'm wearing them. They're awesome. They're super comfy. Just saying. Let's see. Here we go. I think Devin's actually wearing some as well. Seriously, Mythiker. I love it. That's it. That's it. Ask and you shall receive. Right there it is. Bam. I love it. Congratulations. There it is. That's it. That's it. Yeah, right? Man, still a winner. Still a winner. That's it. It's totally rigged. Yeah, actually, I'm going to need to take that. Yeah. I think he wrote his name on every card in there, so wait a second. Just one ticket. Wow. Okay, I am super impressed, Mythiker. Very good job. Oh, we're doing more. All right, we got more door prizes. I love it. So we're doing a t-shirt, a Work Lodge t-shirt as well with our fancy tote bags. And ooh, Kristen modeling them. They're awesome. And actually, if you'd like to purchase them, so they're $10, and all the proceeds go to the Gabriel Foundation. So just kind of a cool thing if you want to purchase them later. But we got a couple of them here.
Because I love that. I like
The shirts are, I think they're $15, I believe, for the shirts. And we have Mike Boyd. Mike Boyd. There you are, Mike. Here we go. All right, and then we'll figure out your size on the shirt there. Congratulations. Appreciate that. So chat with Michelle, and we'll get you the t-shirt in a little bit. So, but you're all good there. We'll get you a t-shirt. All right, so next one here. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. We have Pat. Just says Pat. All right. I love it, sir. Here we go. Here we go, Pat. Congratulations. All right, we're gonna get to the shirt in a sec, so you're gonna chat with that lovely young lady right there. Oh, I just turned off the TV there. Oops. My bad. Sorry, Michelle. All right, next one up. So this is the last tote bag here. We got, oh my, I'm gonna guess Stacy Garrett, possibly? Is that right? No? Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry. It's definitely my eyes, not your handwriting, I swear. That's what it is. They are there. Talk to Michelle about getting that t-shirt. And then last but not least, we have an awesome Work Lodge gym bag. Oh, yes. That is so cool. And let's see. What do we got? All right, we're going to mix it up. We're going to mix it up really well. Haley and Whitney will share it. All right. April. Gym bag for you, April. Congratulations there. There's stuff in it? What's in it? We're going to find out what's in it. I don't know what's in it. Oh, it's just to make it look full. So it's maybe not a whole lot of stuff in there. We'll give you a t-shirt too. So don't worry about that. Yeah, that's exciting. All right. I think that's all. Are there any other prizes that I don't know of? Gift bags. Awesome. All right. So would the head of each of the nonprofits, would you mind making your way over to Miss Michelle? And we'll get you a nice, wonderful gift. Just a simple saying thank you for being here, and we truly do appreciate you guys. All right. And then we're going to go check on the judges because they were 4 minutes late. So very, very upset about that. It is a hard decision. That is true. I think last year it was about 20 minutes over because it was just so good. But yeah, but Mythiker was just phenomenal with everything he did last year. And I mean, everybody, I mean, you guys, all your nonprofits, that's it. Yes. Mythikers are so excited about all this cool thing. You're not wearing the hat. You got to put the hat on. Newsboys, baby. That's it. Oh, good. Oh, okay, yeah. But actually, no. You see, you're gonna give the key over, right? Oh. We appreciate you, Mythiker. We appreciate everybody here again being here. Still got the silent auction things. I don't know when that closes, but we'll keep it going wherever you need. Food's going. Megaton Brewery there. I hear it's great. I swear I haven't tried it yet. I hear it's amazing. I hear the milk stout is just phenomenal. You should definitely take a listen to that. And just a small taste of it. Oh, you're fine. No, absolutely not. You're good. Don't worry. So I'm going to go check on the judges. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Thank you.
You stole everything. You stole my DNA. You stole my money. In the second row.
Can you show you again?
I'm not sure where Grant went.
Oh, there he is. There's food.
Now more with it. I doubt it.
No, but that would be I just want she's skin is bone. She probably not me. Everyone in the family, I'm the most that got candy. I probably can finish it today. You can have all of it. Trick or treat? Yeah. My bag was this big. Back in the car that you saw, I did. Well, this is a massive bag. I mean massive. It was massive. The candy almost did. I had half a whole this bag. Oh my goodness.
Fill them all the way up. And we go across the street where they used to be our house. And we would trade them.
I got a roll of tired and
Tired, it's the weather, the darkness.
that's what it is. It's the darkness. Well, and it's funny because in Ohio, winter people hibernate. They just go inside and they don't. That's how Texas is in the summer. We go inside because it's too hot.
You know, when on Long Island, first of all, in the winter we had so much snow. Well, and then we did too. There was like light posts. Like, it was like every other house. The snow and the lights. It wasn't like this.
Well, when we lived in Ohio, growing up, we were outside all the time. People that I do don't. First of all, don't. We would go out in the morning and we'd go on walks to the woods and we'd take a picnic lunch. And it didn't matter if you were.
All right, I really appreciate you guys. I got the judges wrangled, so it looks like they're ready to go. They're walking out right now.
You got the verdict.
I don't have the verdict, but the judges have the verdict, and we're super excited about it. I was like, I don't have anything. We are about to get it. We are very excited for that. I know they're coming up now as the judges are making their way over.
What do you want?
I always love drum rolls. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, so and as the judges are making their way down here, I'm not sure what they're doing now. But what I would really like to do again is just thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It's such an amazing event. We always love everything that we're doing here. And again, to all of our amazing sponsors that we have here tonight, with Up Social, with our breweries, with Food People, with everybody here. Just so phenomenal to see everything that's been happening tonight. And I know that there's something that we want to do really quickly here before we announce the winner. Mithker, would you mind coming up here real quick with me? I appreciate that. So, something really special that Mithker wants to do here for us. You want to say a few words here?
Sure. All right. Well, one, I was actually blown away by all the presentations. So all of y'all did a great job. I think you should give all of y'all selves a round of applause because you did absolutely phenomenal. And I definitely will be working with all of you. I want to work with all of you. But as a token of our appreciation from We See Abilities and also from Samaritan's Feet, I want to present Shane. I know you kind of come on up here real quick. One of our judges. We want to present you and what you do in the community, but also we want to present with the Gabriel Foundation as well. We want to give away about 100 pair of our world shoes so that y'all can make an impact in the world like you've been doing. So the cool thing about these shoes is they're made right here in the United States. The University of Georgia spent about 2 years creating these shoes. These are not just regular shoes. If you can hold them, they're biodegradable. So they're eco-friendly. Not only are they eco-friendly, but they have microbials built inside the shoe to fight out foot fungus, bacteria, any contaminated water that the kids play in. It's going to fight off the bacteria and allow their feet to be safe. It also helps prevent diabetes for the kids. So these shoes are absolutely amazing. And we want to do 100 pair of those shoes. So to the Gabriel Foundation, also to what you're doing in Cambodia, we want to be a part of that. Just being the hands and feet of Jesus and allowing us to bless your ministry. As y'all provide water, we would like to wash the feet of those kids and give them words of encouragement. My pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, so thank you. You know, somebody actually didn't mean to and told me, how do you like the shoes that they're going to give you? And I had no, and thank you so much. But in the back of my mind, I was like, have you not been to Southeast Asia? No one wears shoes. They wear flip-flops and stuff. So when you handed me these, I was like, that's exactly what we need. Absolutely 100%. And we see the pictures. Thank you. You know, my organization, even in the when we're back in the judging, they basically said, you know, why Cambodia? Why did you choose Cambodia? And there's a lot of stupid reasons for that. But not only do we see, you know, thank you for what you do. We've seen the shoes in Africa, the water bottles in the bottom of kids' feet, and there's so much things that we need to happen in the world. But thank you for what you do. Without shoes, without helping the people in Africa. And I love the idea of washing the feet. We talked about that. It's a new beginning for everybody. But God bless you. Thank you for having me, Mike. You guys have helped us so much. And thanks, everybody, for coming out. Congratulations, everybody. You did a great job. Thank you.
I really appreciate that. It's amazing. I appreciate that. And so now we're getting ready for the winners. So, all right. So we're first doing Dallas, right? All right. So Dallas, all right, let's get ready. So I probably should talk directly to the camera so that way Dallas knows and can see this. So pretty incredible here. All right, get a little drum roll. There's a drum roll happening here for you. So the Dallas winner is SVP Dallas. SVP Dallas. So congratulations there. That amazing office giveaway that you guys are going to have for the next year in Dallas. SVP, congratulations. That's huge. That's huge. We love that. So, and I will make sure that you guys get this as well. So, and I have to put this up in your office and everything. Exactly. All right. And now we have our Houston Linda. Oh, all right, Linda. Lady Thacker. So Linda's coming up now, and she's getting ready. She's going to be doing hosting the winner here.
We're going to do the runners up.
Oh, runners up. Perfect.
Yeah.
You want to come over here? You got to be front and center. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
We're just changing everything on Michelle.
Okay.
Just obviously this was hard. I think that goes without saying. It was really hard because every time a new person came up, I was like, well, they have to win. Well, they have to win. Well, they have to win. But there's only one winner, except there isn't because we're Work Lodge. So we're going to do a third place and a second place too. So in third place, we want to award some scholarship money to Hands of Justice. Which you can come up and shake my hand, but we'll sort it out later. But yes, we'll figure it out later with Michael. For Hands of Justice. Oh, is that what we look at? Also, apparently we have a free branding package for you as well. It was donated by, their name is not on here, Elska. Oh, Elska, Brand Design Studio. So.
Let's get a picture. Can we get a picture?
Absolutely, yes.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Congratulations.
In second place, the original prize for second place was $1,000 worth of meeting room space, but we decided to give you the whole year meeting room space to Hope Beyond Bridges.
Congratulations.
And I think, are you announcing the winner? Because I already know what's in the envelope. So.
Oh, this is still the Dallas envelope. Oh, we have it here. That's the best you can do. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. That's right. No, it's wonderful. All right. So for the Houston winner for an office for the year, Macy's Miracles. Everybody come on up. Let's get lots of pictures here. We are so excited for you. We are so excited for you.
This, guys, is exactly what you need. Every single part. Gary, you know you are taking nervous too. Come on, buddy, you coming over here because you going to DC.
No one ever left me had to come in here right here.
everyone here, gosh, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it because I was like, holy God, these nonprofits. I totally have sympathy for y'all, and every single one of you, please, I want to work with all of you. Workups, thank you. Thank you because every single person up here, y'all are making a difference in letting these individuals
be able to come in here and have the opportunity to know what true employability and entrepreneurship is, giving them the capabilities of being able to network with the economic development, with the banking institution, with the medias, and also to have an office space and to sit and do boardroom meetings, because where they're doing boardroom meetings happens to be in other office spaces, which while it's great, how great is it that they can do it here and they can network? So for the first time in my life, I've been speechless, and that doesn't happen much. Holy crud, I don't know what to say, but other than thank you. Oh, so here, hold on, one word and then I need to.
And stop by and see Grant's Eco Art.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Haley.
Oh my baby. He's one of our motivational speakers, by the way.
My name's Aaron. I'm 13 years old, and I'm one of Haley's new ambassadors. And I'm also speechless, but I will honestly was not expecting this. But we have all these people here that we all come from a different place in life. And oh my goodness.
You got this, baby. You got it.
All of these people are great, and no matter where you came from and no matter what you've been through, it is an amazing accomplishment when you can set up your life to be such a success. And all these people, I know Haley as not a person, not a nonprofit owner, but as a friend. So I'm telling you right now, she really deserves this, and but this person right here has changed my life. She has changed the way that I view everything in my life, and she makes me want to change my life every day on how amazing she is. And I want her to say maybe one or two words.
I'm very much speechless, but I just want to say thank you. Mom, you deserve every little bit of this, and I'm so proud of you, not as your daughter, but for you to always go forward even when people push you down. And like, I think as I get older, I'm going to remember it, because when I have kids and when I get older, I'm going to always tell them that your grandma was always the most intelligent, smartest person you'll know.
Can we hold on? No one drank it yet.
Here.
Can you just say thank you?
I don't. Thank you.
All right. So, key time. It's like, it's amazing. So, being a servant leader, you run the race. But you know, the one thing about passing the baton is, even though we run the race, we have an individual leg to run. But once we pass the baton, you have your leg to run. And at the end of the day, we win as a team. And so I love you. Congratulations. There's your key.
All the pictures are happening. All the pictures.
I'm the short. Come
Crop up and crying. Say work hard.
Work hard.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. We really, really do appreciate you. Finalists, stick around. We want to do some photo opportunities here with all the finalists. Again, if you guys loved what you saw here, we'd love to have some reviews for you guys. If you have a chance to do that on Google, on Facebook, on Yelp, anywhere else that we have reviews, that'd be amazing. Be sure to tag all your photos at #WorkLodge, and you can see all the amazing things that we have here. Again, thank you so much for being a part of Ignite by Work Lodge, and have an amazing night. Remember, finalists, hang out here. We're going to do some photos.